Hello and welcome back to a Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. So, we are, we're in charge of the High Lordship. I think we were in charge last episode as well. But, we're kind of surviving. We're 38. We haven't got a lot more going on in our life yet. We have our heir, who is, the very confused looking person. He's maimed. He's probably not going to survive for very long. Our actual heir is probably, Vicon. Over here is betrothed to Asha, which will actually happen probably in this episode. Without the support of Master Urus, your study sessions seem to be far and few between. You increasingly feel the challenge is just too great to tackle on your own. At least I made an effort. Oh, the study of language will be removed from us. Why is Master Urus not helping us? I guess he's busy. Anyway, your drowned man, Arian Gilventus, reports that Master Cragcorn of Harden Hill has been humbled by your endless generosity to the poor in Harlow Hill. The peasants are singing your name. Good, we got some improved relations. Peddlers selling all types of food, clothing, exotic spices, luxuries such as glass and jewels filled the town square with their wares and shouts. A couple things I need, or I think fairs should be banned. A couple things I need I think is better for us. I mean, we are diligent as well. That's like a couple things we need. We gotta go out and buy them when the fair's in town. Melissa Martell accepted Storm King Gullion of the Stormlands peace offer. She did not win. At age 57, Queen Jonella of the North died a natural death. She has been succeeded by Queen Marissa, and her heir is Arnulf Bowl. And that means the Bowls are almost guaranteed to be in charge of the North, which is pretty exciting. It's a new start. Is all the Starks dead, by the way? There's 16 left. Okay, so it's just where the line went. That's fine. A son was born to Asha Forrester and Meredith, named Ronal. Meredith being your wife? Yes. I have to check. It's not actually that common that we have, husbands and wife having the children here. It's, most often we get bastards, actually, in Harlaw. My lord, your son Vicon is responding well to my intuition. He's into improving his skills and advancing knowledge every day. Good. Good. Lancel Lannisters calling in favours. People are being released from some people's dungeons. Wars are kind of ending right now. Betrothed can marry. Vicon, Serpentale, and Asha of Tower of Glimmering. Yes, of course. You should marry. And that will, once the autosave finishes. My liege, may you live in harmony and contentment. I accept your suggestion that Vicon and Asha get married. Good. Vicon, Serpentale, and Asha of the Tower of the Glimmering have gotten married. It's customary for a dowry to be paid to the groom's house. But we're not going to take it because it's our friend. We're going to say no. It's fine. We will, however, host a wedding feast. I've given orders for a grand ceremony feast to be hosted in Harlow Hill in honour of Vicon, Serpentale, and Asha of the Tower of the Glimmering's wedding. Let the preparations begin. All my vassals will be there. Wait, I just want to check something here. Our heir, it does go Vicon. Yeah. The reason I was just had a second there, because I was remembered we had a granddaughter who actually does exist. So I was like, is she our heir? Like after her, our son? But no. That's fine. Lord Quincy of the Bay of Crabs has usurped the High Lordship of the Bay of Crabs from Lord John of Maidenpool. So the Mutons have taken the Bay of Crabs from the Brumleys. Right. Good. Bands of robbers are roaming in Harlow Hill and their very presence threatens my soon-to-be arriving guests. I intend my marshal, Sir Len, to deal with them. There's a chance he dies, chance of no effect, or a chance that we get levy size and supply limit gone down. But they haven't killed anyone yet. You know what? Len, it's your chance. Go get rid of them. Well, he appears to have survived. The best part about holding a wedding is organising the whole event. I think we'll spend enough to make it nice, given we don't have any more than that. Most of the preparations for the wedding have been made. Now I only have to send out the invitations. Lots of people being invited. Good. Oh, this war for the Iron Isles is actually going much in favour of our liege. Oh, right, that's this one. Child lacks a childhood focus. Dale Serpentale. He's being educated by his father, who has like a lot of martial, probably gonna be pride. Conjurer produces a rabbit from the hat, then makes the handkerchief change colour from brown to red, and he simply vanishes from the room, only to knock on the door and open it a few seconds later. You can perform at the feast. Definitely. Lord Paramount Manfred of the Iron Islands accepted Iron King Lancel of the Iron Islands peace offer. So, Iron Fruit is in charge of the Iron Islands, but is now underneath the Iron Isles as the Empire. Now, question, what do you control of the Iron Islands? Still only your one province. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to transfer vassals around. Non-aggression pact between Gina Stain and Ethan Forrester has been dissolved as they no longer have any marriage ties. We have a lot of pacts, actually. We have a lot of non-aggression pacts. We could get an alliance with nobody, actually. Wait, what have we got? Daughter-in-law is Tower of Delivering, so we can't get an alliance there. I just want to check we have all of our alliances that we can get. We have the alliance with Oldwick, which is fair. Yeah, okay, we already have all of our alliances. That's fine. That's all I wanted to check. Lord Paramount Manfred of the Iron Islands has founded the elective succession in the Iron Isles faction. Guests have finally arrived. All is ready. Servants have worked day and night to prepare and decorate the dance hall. Asha's gown is splendid and the castle's never looked lovelier. Welcome to the wedding. Now Asha and Vikran have stand before the drowned god to take up a holy vow of marriage. The great lords and ladies of Harlaw look on as he drapes the arms of House Serpentale around the bride to finally seal the marriage. And now for the feast. Josran has founded... Lord Josran of Stonetree has founded the Lord Hagen for Harlaw faction. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Definitely not a fan. Apologies about that. Now we're looking at the faction here, right? Yes. Okay, so we need to get these people out of the faction. Now they only have 0.3% strength of liege, which doesn't seem right, given that they have... Alright, it's because Hagen isn't in the war. It isn't in the faction, only Josran is. Now Josran, what's your problem? I mean, you want my title, but you would also want Hagen's title. Oh no, he has a claim on Harlaw Hill, sorry. So you wouldn't want Hagen's title. We can ask him to stop backing a plot. Wait, he's backing plots? What plots is he backing? Many plots, in fact. For treasurers, for killing Lady Surreal, for killing Maester Kyle. Okay. Would you say yes to all of them? That's important to check. Would you say yes to... You say no! Oh, okay. Well, we'll send him the message. Reason why that's interesting is because we get, Dear nephew, tales of your misdeeds are told from the Arbor to Ashai. I will not withdraw my support for Gwyneth's plan to kill Lady Shireel the Unfaithful. The feast is winding down now, only the bedding remains. Vikan and Asha, stripped of all garments by the revelers, make many a body joke along the way. They are then finally bundled into the bedchamber where they are finally left alone, a fine tradition. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to start, let me double check. Yes, we're going to start raising up our men. We're definitely going to raise up our boats. Get you on the boats, get you over here. We actually don't need any more boats, so we can disband all of you. Yeah, there we are. And we're going to bring our men over here. At age 29, Ushrilla of Fath was executed by Lord Marteris of the Rose Road. She was married to Lord Marteris. Oh, so she was executed by her husband. Wait. Different Marterises, right? Fist of Inchfield. Oh, he like just remarried instantly. Oh, okay. And then there's Peasants Revolt. Let's get our men over here. Morning after the wedding feast is coming, all lords and ladies are finally making their way home. All agree that it was a fine celebration and may predict the newlyweds will be most content. Good. Right. Now the wedding is done. We'll all go to Stone Tree. Under my guides, my young daughter Gwenese is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship. Okay, she's now a skilled fighter. Oh. I fear my son Vikan is too cynical for his age. He is clear-sighted, or nothing the strap won't clear. I don't think I guess he's clear-sighted. Alright. Let's merge over here in Stone Tree. There's our men. Now what we do is we imprison Lord Josran. And it actually worked, which means we didn't need to get all the men together. Let's disband the men. There we are. You now have him in prison. We had a reason to imprison him. And we call trial? Or is that it? We cannot call for trial because we have a cause to execute or exile. Now, we could revoke his title, but since we have a claim on it, our vassals will not object. It will cost us 100 prestige, and his opinion of us will go down by 60. Lord Josran's opinion of us will go down by 60. We can execute him, at which point it would go to Hodrick, and we would get the thing for kinslaying. Or we can exile him, in which case it would go to Hodrick. Hodrick we actually quite like, he's our cousin. Right, Adorner of the Grey Garden. I think what we're actually going to do though is we're going to take his title. And the reason we're going to take his title, since we have a claim on it, our vassals will not object. Okay. We've taken that. That's fine. And we can now call him for a trial. We'll do that in a second, but I don't need help managing my titles. I know exactly who I'm giving it to. We're going to give our title to our unlanded son. There we go. You can hold the Lordship of Stone, unless we want Stone Tree for ourselves. I think that even with Harlow Hill not being in full condition, I think we want to keep it. We would take Lannisport, but we can't. Stone Tree. There we go. So it stays within the family. It's just our son now holds the land. He still has the awful look on his face, but he holds it. The heir to that would be us. Okay, that's fine. We're going to hold a trial for Josran Serpentale. See what he says. Okay, appoint commander. To the Reaver, Adric. Blessed upon you and your house. We've decided to offer you the position of commander. Do you accept? Yes. Some of your kin are unhappy you granted the Lordship of Stone Tree to Urus Serpentales. They were expecting to be granted the title themselves. Hagen, Greensmith, our half-brother, and Josran Serpentale, the person we just took it from, are unhappy. Oh well. Shame. Josran Serpentales demanded travel before the court, which Giles will oversee to ensure justice is served. He begins to present his defence, but the court did not seem overly impressed. He cut a very unconvincing, nervous figure. Giles will interrogate him now. Strutting back and forth, Giles masterfully questioned the accused, using every superlative available in the common tongue. He captivated the court, ripping through the accused's defence and showing him to be a liar. He made a strong case. A verdict has been reached. Giles proclaims Josran of House Serpentale is guilty. We can release him, or we can send him to the wall. I think those are the two main options. I think we're going to send him to the wall. Josran has now gone to the wall. That is fine. My courtier Wallace Webber has expressed a desire to get married, so ask for permission to find a suitable spouse. Sure, I don't see why not. Marry as you please. We have a weak claim on the High Lordship of Pike that we could press for Roderick Hardhand, who is our cousin. We don't have enough men to press it though, do we? No. Oh, save. There we go, still okay, didn't crash. Lady Talia of Tyrosh accepted Storm King Gullion of the Stormlands peace offer. Storm King won, and that was a war for City of Rathtown. Alright. How's the West Rossi War of Emancipation? War for the Coast of Whispers is 76%. And the war against Pentos is 65%. Okay. The Reach is still in the War of Dorne, which the Reach are winning slightly, but Dorne has pushed back a lot. And as Peasant Revolt, Dorne just has the War of the Reach. And North has the war with King Harmon Crowkiller in the Beyond the Wall War for command of the Shadow Tower and command of Castle Black. Oh, alright. So that's pretty intense up there. My courtier, Kozar of Nath, expressed a desire to get married. Has asked for our permission to find a suitable spouse. Sure. Marry as you please. Let's see who he's got. Found Jonella. Okay. My young daughter-in-law has finished her education and intrigues for the court. It turned out less well than expected. Asha of the Tower of the Glimmering has only become an amateurist plotter, although she did become pregnant on the wedding feast, which I actually missed. I usually check, but I missed it this time. My lord, I, Daemon Targaryen, sincerely ask to be allowed to pursue a career at the Citadel in Old Town. I'll give you leave to go. Good luck. Yes, on you go. Lewis accepted Storm King Gullion of the Stormlands peace offer. So that's the peasants' revolt over in the Stormlands. Gwyneth seems to be very interested in garments some of the courtiers are wearing, but not in the usual lustful way. Gwyneth is also interested in the fabrics themselves, not just what's underneath them. It's harmless and she gets fashionable, or stop it, concentrate what's important in life. Let's say it's harmless. There we go. Obviously, we're very good at cultivating fashion in the Iron Isles. You gotta have the best axes. They gotta have the right, look to them, or people just aren't gonna be impressed. Although Serpentale, let's give him. Is that our son? No, it's just of our dynasty. Who's his parent? Josran. Oh, alright. You'd have martial education. Fine. Fine. Oh. Hadron Sapras, formerly Hadron of Volantis, has died. He has a son, Donphinus, and 2 daughters. Alright. I caught my young ward, Shriel, torturing a rat behind the stables today. Really? No. I don't think we're going to do that. As we'll talk to her about kindness. Shriel seems to treat everyone nicely. She's gained the kind trait. Just a little talk and she no longer tortures rats. Your daily routine involves repeatedly swinging your blade at training dummy. However, you can only learn so much from fighting an inanimate enemy. And the practice gets dreadfully dull after a while. I need to find someone to train with, or I don't want to fight my friends. Let's find someone to train with. Let's find Clayton Goldwine. Are we actually friends now? We're friends. Good. We also need to change our focus. We're no longer in a war focus. We're not doing many wars. Hunting, family, or intrigue. I think we're going to go for family again. Cannot change for another... Oh. Like another month. Under my guidance, my young daughter, Railia, is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship. She is a poor fighter. Okay. Right. Anything else happening? Hugo has had these favors just called in on him constantly. The Reachman Dornish War of Emancipation has ended. White peace. Great. Fantastic. Exciting. Dear Lord Adric of Harlaw, I hereby invite you to the Grand Feast in Castle Rock. Your presence at the feast will be greatly appreciated, and I look forward to your attendance. Iron King Lancel. Of course I'll travel to the feast. Why wouldn't I? It's free food. Maekar Targaryen died of gonorrhea. He not only was one of our commanders on Sworn Shields, but he was the first son of Daemador the Wise. The only son of Daemador the Wise, I was right. He does... Alright, I was looking at children there for a second. I thought I was looking at the siblings column. But yeah, Daemador is still alive. Still holds Blackfire. Still a dragon rider. 82. Amazing. Anyway, he's also in Harrenhal right now, which is where our nephew is. Anyway, minor titles to grant. Need to grant Bodyguard. We're going to give that to High Marshal, who has high personal combat skill. Not personal combat skill, dual skill multiplier. Currently the highest is 2. Oh, we got to 4. 4. 7.5, our wife. I don't think we're going to put our wife in charge. Really? Wow. We really just don't have a lot of people. I guess we'll go for... oh, wow. I didn't realize Daenerys was also a dragon rider in our court. We have a lot of dragon riders if we wanted them. It probably means we could take the High Lordship of Pike if we wanted to, but I'm not entirely sure how strong the dragon riders are. So I just don't want to punch above our weight too much. We also probably wouldn't have enough men to siege. Okay. Orton, you are now our new bodyguard and our new commander. It could be our mother again, but I think it should be Daenerys, given that she has a dragon. Kinda gives her the top spot there. Non-aggression pacts are being formed between the Martells and the Gardeners. Iron King Lancel greeted us warmly to his feast. Wine was served and the most delicious aromas came from the kitchen. Thank you for having us. Weak claim can be pressed on the High Lordship of Pike. Yep. Knew about that. Now the save go through. Robotronius died a natural death at age 64. He had one child. Maester Robotronius. Oh, so his only child is a Maester. Interesting. Where did he go, Maester Robotronius? He is in the neck. He's with the Reeds in the north. Okay. Cool. Iron King Lancel's feast is over. It's time to begin the long way home. After the food, the entertainment and warmth, the real world suddenly feels cold and hostile. Will there be a feast next year? It feels like we kind of missed out on thief events. My young cousin finished her feast events, not thief events anyway. My young cousin finished her education in the ways of the court and statesmanship. It is evident she has excelled in her studies. Shriel Maring is a charismatic negotiator. Well done, her. And we're going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.